Hey everyone, this is Rick from CardRunners. I've got the next video for you guys today in my series. Same format, going to be two tables of 50 cent a dollar rush, six max. So far, I'm really enjoying the fact that whenever I want to review hands, I can just pause and sit out on a table and pull them up. So it's a cool format, kind of like mingles the idea of a live session in a hand history review. I guess the format we're going to go with, same kind of as last time, or not the format, what's the right word? Um, we're going to talk about unconventional lines maybe, and also just look for maybe some exploits that other people aren't aware of. I'm just trying to play good solid poker at the same time. I think Ace Jack off is probably a squeeze. Reg Patrol I think is a reg. Very confusing. He's on four tables. Um, yeah, kind of confusing. He's on four tables, but he's got odd stack sizes on some of them. So I don't really know what that means. I think I have to check this hand though. Um, no backdoors. Does well when I get a free card. I think it's a check, especially against two players. Really squeezing. I mean, I could probably overcall this hand, but squeezing, I'm in the small blind, want to get the cutoff heads up. A lot of the usual stuff. I think it might be okay to introduce some check shoving on this flop, or some, maybe not check shoving. That might be a little weird. But to introduce, checking with some stronger hands probably is going to be necessary there. This is a board I'm going to be a little bit more polarized when I see bet on. Obviously, I mean, Jack 7 is a bet for sure. And just so I'm going to size up on this board a little bit, I think. And just going to continue to value bet my hand now. Really quick calls from, I don't know who this guy is, Cass something or other. One tabling, probably not the best player. I'm going to assume that means that he's probably a lot more likely to check call twice with a draw. So I'll keep that in mind. So I don't think that he always has a jack when he snap calls turn, but usually that sizing is pretty indicative of somebody having a jack. And I'm calling river. It's kind of a weird check jam by him. Like, I mean, he's repping a five, or I don't know. I'm calling a pretty strong hand. Oh, okay. Nice hand him, I guess. Didn't really think that was a possibility. Maybe that's a spot where people aren't bluffing, but I think I've seen like pocket nines there quite a bit. I think my call's fine though. I think my line's good too. Usually though, I think that like those really quick turn check calls are like, I have a hand that's just clearly a call. Normally I wouldn't expect it to be aces. I would expect it to be Jack 10. Fold here. Where are we? I bet King 10 when check 2 from against the end of the gun razor. Normally like a pretty decent hand to check back on this flop, but I think people check fold there maybe a bit too often. So I'll kind of like bet until I have a better read. You know, there's definitely, I'm sure, like a lot of players. I know when you get to higher limits, then you can't kind of get away with that stuff. But I think down here we'll kind of mix it in a little bit and feel all right about it. I still don't think checking that hand would be too bad, though. I'm bummed out about that aces hand. I never thought that would be possible. Maybe we'll get some revenge here now. I'm going to say that Jan's probably not a very good player, given that he just called the squeeze like that previously. And let's see, who are we dealing with here? I'm going to overcall Queen 8. I think it's probably just strong enough. Getting 3.5 to 1 multi-way with some weak spots.